All right, Last of Us, episode 3, The Path. This was a bit of a slower episode, just more dialogue than action. Obviously, the last episode was mainly action, so you need a good balance between the two. The episode starts with Tommy. He's going to visit Joel's body. From the reaction he has, I'm guessing it's the first time he's seen Joel since he died, which would suck because as I have brothers myself, and I can't even imagine having to do that. So that's awful. After that, we go to Ellie, and she's waking up in the hospital. When she wakes up, all the memories of Joel's death start flooding back in, and she just starts panicking and screaming. And you can just see the terror on her face and the pain. And Bella Ramsey's acting in this scene is just so good. You just feel the pain and everything, and you just know from now on she's just going to be a completely different person. After that, the opening credits roll. Ellie's going to be released from the hospital, but the doctor says she has one more person to talk to, and it ends up being Gail. And Ellie's annoyed because she doesn't really like talking about her feelings. She doesn't really like talking to Gail. Gail's like asking her questions like, how do you feel, and all these other things, asking her about Joel. She kind of dismisses them until Gail brings up that Joel had said in one of their last discussions that he wronged Ellie in some way, and when asked to elaborate, he just said that he saved Ellie. Ellie's kind of just like, I don't, he didn't tell me anything. I don't feel wronged, so I don't know. So for now, the secret about the end of season 1 is still a secret because Joel's dead, but obviously when she gets to Abby at some point, there'll be some kind of exposition dump so Ellie can get caught up. Ellie gets released from the hospital. She goes home. She's going through Joel's things, just feeling the clothes and just remembering him. And on the bed, there's a box with Joel's watch in it. I'm guessing Tommy left her that watch because he was earlier visiting Joel and he was messing with the watch. So I'm guessing he gave the watch to Ellie. And while she's doing that, Dina knocks on the door. Dina comes in with a box of cookies, hands them over to Ellie. She goes, "These cookies are for you as a peace offering because I'm going to piss you off." Dina's been holding back information about Abby and her gang. Dina says that she knows Abby's name, her crew's name, and where they're going. Ellie obviously gets upset about this, saying that they've lost time, that no, she let them get away. Dina also says after that if you know where your target's going, why not just wait for them to get there? And so that kind of calms Ellie down a little bit, which, I mean, she's kind of right, And then they go to visit Tommy about this. She brings up they need to send people out, a group out to go find Abby and her crew, to execute them, bring justice. Tommy, thinking more so with sense and not anger, is saying that they need to bring it up to the council, and the council needs a vote on whether or not it's to do it or not. And Tommy, obviously, he's a part of the council, but he said that he'll support Ellie. That'll happen later in the episode. After that, we get introduced to this religious group. I don't know if they were like a cult of some kind or not, but I think they're mainly just a religious group trying to escape war. They're walking along this like forest path. They have a scout dude who like whistles whenever they need to like hide, or when they can move forward, or if they need to stop or something like that. At first, honestly, I was kind of worried because the actors in the scene, nothing against them, it's just not, I don't know if it's the writing, but it's just not the best acting compared to other things. Early in the episode, you had the Bella Ramsey when she was screaming and remembering Joel's murder. We have that, and then it's just like you get that kind of like that cheesy TV acting. And so I was kind of worried that they were going to become like regulars throughout the season, and I was gonna be like, I don't know, I don't like these people. Later you see that they all get murdered by the wolf army gang crew, whatever they are, militia. So, which obviously it sucks because they had children, so the children got murdered and their whole group got murdered, so obviously that sucks. But I'm low-key glad that they're not going to be here to stay. As bad as that sounds, but just, and then we come back to the town. Ellie's trading with Jesse. She brings up the meeting, and Jesse, he's on the council now, so he's like, yeah, I know about the meeting. Ellie's like, are you gonna support me? He's like, he's like, you need to write your thoughts down clearly. You need to present them clearly and calmly, and we'll see what happens. And she's like, oh, what, you think I'm stupid? And he goes, no, because you're angry. People are not gonna vote for you when you're being angry, which is good advice. And yeah, Jesse's a good character, so it sucks that I have a feeling he's probably gonna bite it. I didn't play the second game. I know how the game ends, and I know how it starts. Obviously, we already seen Joel's death, but Everything in between, I don't really know. So if Jesse does die, that'd suck, because he's a pretty good character. So now they're at the meeting. Different town members. They have like a list. So you have Tommy and Maria who are on the council, and they're obviously married. Maria has a list of different town member names, and they're going down the list. Everyone's getting their say. You know, some people are like, we should go out and get justice for one of our own, and some other people who are like, we're still recovering from the infected attack. We need to chill and, you know, focus on ourselves here for right now, which, you know, both valid points. And you have Seth, who, in my opinion, he's making a good redemption for himself from how the season started. And he's basically saying that, you know, they came in here, they took one of our own, they killed one of our own, and we're just going to sit here and act like nothing's happened. You know, we're not going to go out and, you know, avenge one of our own. And he's very passionate about it, you know, and just depending on whether you agree with him or not, you know, he does want to protect his community and defend. I'm guessing he was in the military at some point in his life. Even Ellie, you can see on her face, like when he's talking, she's kind of like, oh, really? And he's like, I know he like apologized before, but even more so now, she's noticing him changing and being more passionate about things, and seeing that he's not actually like a full-on bigot. You know, he actually regrets those things he said to her and Dina at the party. So yeah, character development. Look at that. Character development in a TV show. What do you think about that? Ellie gives her speech. She basically says that it's not about revenge that she wants justice, and saying that, you know, anyone in the community, if anyone was in harm or anything like that, she would do the same for anybody, and that we're all in this together. They do the vote, and the vote is 3-9 against sending people after Joel. So the vote does not go in Ellie's favor. And after that, Tommy's talking to Gail, saying that he's worried Ellie's going to do something stupid, which she is right. She's most definitely going to do something stupid. Whether you think it's stupid or not to go after them by herself, and obviously the next scene, Ellie's in the garage putting her stuff together, getting her gear. Dina knocks on the door. Ellie's like, oh, I'm going to bed. And Dina says, I know you're not going to bed. I know you too well. So eventually Dina comes in, and then they agree to go together, mainly because Dina had a map and Ellie was just kind of wing it. She's like, oh yeah, northwest, I'm going northwest. And Dina's like, really? Northwest? Like what route? And so they're going together. On the way out, they stop by the graveyard. Ellie pays her respects to Joel. After that, they're going down the same path that the religious group ran. Dina finds their dead body. She runs over here and starts throwing up. Ellie goes over and looks. You see them, they're all dead, all the children, everyone. Setting up that the wolf militia, that they're terrible people, you know, they're willing to murder children. So whenever Ellie needs like practice dummies for, you know, shooting, you don't feel bad for them. And then they made it to Seattle by the end of the episode pretty quickly, which is interesting. But this season, like I said, is only 7 episodes instead of 9. So you can see they're probably trying to maybe rush some things. Rush to Seattle, and we'll see where this goes. And then you actually see the wolf militia marching through Seattle. I'm guessing they call up to Manny, ask him to, you know, scout the area, and he says, yeah, you're good to go. And they come through, and they got like armored trucks and a bunch of soldiers and stuff like that. So that's what Ellie and Dina are gonna have to be dealing with this season. And yeah, so like I said, it was a more chill episode, dialogue heavy. But you're gonna have that with shows like this, because I'm sure the rest of the season is gonna be, you know, plenty of action, plenty of zombies and whatnot. So I'm really enjoying it. I know a lot of people who played the game are kind of let down with how the show's playing out. But again, I didn't play the game, so I don't have any connection to it. So I'm just enjoying it for what it is. And yeah, so what'd you think of the episode? Did you like the episode? Are you enjoying the season so far? Are you not enjoying the season so far? Let me know why. Do you like? Subscribe. Peace.